Hey guys, this is Jeremy. Welcome back to Busch Builds. If this is your first time, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. As you can tell, the Bronco is finally out of the garage. We figured out some of the wiring. We got that switch panel installed. I'll show you what we had to do to get that painless switch panel installed. Open this up here. Huge thanks to my uncle for coming out and helping me figure out some of the wiring on this thing. Makes you feel kind of better when even you can't figure it out and then your uncle comes over, and it's a pain in the ass for him too. But I do appreciate him coming out. It's a big help. We actually have a big wire going to our starter or our plow solenoid now. Currently our starter solenoid is just grounded to the battery. We do need to update that eventually, but I mean, it runs, so that's all we really needed it for. We got snow about 2 weeks ago, and truck wouldn't start, so would have had to do it by hand, but it wasn't, gonna stick, so we just left it. But leave the battery disconnected just so it doesn't drain. I don't think it will, but anyways, that Artec battery box is in there good. We're gonna change up the cables, clean up some more of this wiring in the next couple of weeks. Try to at least. To show you the big problem on the inside, we got it running, got everything, got the plow on it, got everything situated there. So if we come over here, the big problem is, like I said, this thing's been messed around with a couple different people. That's the wiring for my switch panel. We will be cleaning this up in the next couple of days, and next video you'll see it'll be all cleaned up and done, or I'll show you an update on how we did that. But what we ended up running to the switch panel, we had our fuel pump, our plow, and our computer. So our computer actually had a dead wire, and so we ended up having to put this purple wire, open up for the computer, attach this purple wire to the computer, and then if you remember in some of my older videos, we had a switch right about here. We switched, and we removed the switch and just added a junction block. The main cause for all of our electrical issues was this right here. These three wires, for whatever reason, need to be connected, else the truck doesn't run. I had it on the other side of the block, truck wouldn't run. And it was right after I called my uncle and said I got it running, so I connected them and worked out. Like I said, the truck's been kind of a pain. Just trying to do some updates and try to keep you guys informed if you are interested. But I mean, we got all the wires hooked back up where they should be. Use the junction block just in case, because like I said, we're changing wires and wires started getting short. So like I said, we just want to make sure all that's taken care of. All of our wires here are tied up. These wires need to be trimmed. I need to get some little butt connectors with eyelets on it so we can just trim it and put it in this box. If you follow us on Instagram and Facebook, this is going to be mounted up here, kind of like that. But I mean, the main thing to get this thing running, to make this thing run, you actually need 2 keys, which is, I wanted to switch that up, but it just didn't happen. So the first key gives power to everything else. Then that Works fuel pump now has a switch. You got a separate key for the switch. That's hard doing things one-handed. Come on. So as soon as you turn the key to the ignition side, you'll hear the fuel pump kick on, the computer's got power, and you go to start. Truck starts up right away now. Needs gas, but it does start. You need to shut the truck off. Turn the key off for that. Shut off the fuel pump. Shut off that. But if you do, we got power to the plow. I'll show you how that works. Fuel pump's off. Realistically, you want to run your plow with the battery on, but we'll be all right. or with the truck on, you want to run the plow. But so now that signal for the plow on, let's plow on. I gotta get that thing straight. We got our Western controller here. So turn everything back on, fuel pump. Truck starts up right away. So shut that off. I said I need to get the plow switch straight, but what we ended up doing for that, we have a big green wire going to the power for the whole switch panel. The white wire goes to the plow, the pink wire goes to the starter, this purple wire goes to my computer, and then this wire was for my fuel pump signal. So take these off so we don't have to hear that. We got the dash pad back in it. We need to get a new one. I need to put the radio back in, fix the connectors. That's originally where we're going to mount it. Just didn't work out. There's too much stuff in the way. I didn't want to cut up the interior too bad. This would be nice. It'd be out of the way. Kind of be low key, kind of not, but I mean, doesn't really matter. The painless kit actually fit really well in this marine style box. I mean, like I said, it's not the prettiest thing, or it's not the, you know, most custom thing, but I mean, it's what worked for us. The nice thing with this painless kit, it's kind of hard to see, but you might be able to. These little white dots on the underneath of everything, they got 20 amp breakers underneath them, excuse me. So like I said, the computer's got its own breaker, the plow's got its own breaker, the fuel pump. And then eventually this left side is, we're gonna switch that to the plow power and then the plow with lights. So once we get the off-road lights for this truck. And then I learned, make sure you put those keys back with the truck keys, because if you drop them, you're SOL, and then you spend an hour and a half looking through your driveway. Because our driveway is not asphalt, so as soon as you lose something, you're looking around on the ground. Then out by us, we got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leaves everywhere. So you got a whole driveway to comb through, all the way back up to where the truck is, around the truck, through the shop. You got to comb through all that stuff, and it took me about an hour and a half to find those keys. Else it would have cost me another 20 bucks to get this truck running when I already had it fixed and running. Some things that we got to do. Like I said, it's going to be plowing soon, so I'll get you guys a video of the truck actually doing what it's intended to do. But for that switch panel, we actually were able to reuse the painless braid. We just added all the other wires to it. So here is our starter wire. This is the power for the switch panel. This is the fuse for the switch panel. We got a 30 amp fuse in it right now. It seems to be working fine. So that'll be good. This is the fuse for the fuel pump. Like I said, we got that Deechworks kit. So everything that we've done has been through this braided loom here. We are working on cleaning everything up. I think what I want to do right in here, we'll clean everything up and we'll get a relay box off of like Amazon. Show you guys how to build a relay box. Move our fuses into the relay box. We'll probably do a power junction to here, or like a power block, so we can, you know, have battery power going to things, so we can just run things off the battery power. Need to move this ground. I don't know why it's there, but it wasn't grounded, so we grounded it. Like I said, just basic stuff we have to go through. Like to do some more technical videos eventually, but just with our editing abilities and what we have and don't have right now, it is what it is. Right here we have a 12-volt hot junction all the time, so that junction needs to be replaced or fixed. This is our fuel pump relay. As you can tell, we labeled it fuel pump, so we'll be able to tell what it is. Need to put some power steering fluid in it. It's been kind of a pain. Like I said, the truck's finally out of the garage. The truck's running by itself. It's not causing us too much issues. Some updates as well on the plow. That line's junk. We need to replace the line so I have side to side. I need to figure out how these hydraulics are supposed to be mounted, because that doesn't look proper to me. I don't know what they did on this stuff, to be honest with you. When I put the plow on, my chain's a little tight, so I might take some of the stress off my chain. Just go up another link. We're gonna end up changing the fittings here because they leak a little, putting some more fluid in that. There's actually a little filter in there, so we'll change the fluid on our filter. I mean, this is just all stuff, buying used stuff. This is what I put in here. It's just a trailer pin. It's a little too small, but I mean, it keeps it, because if you don't have that in there, your blade's gonna want to go side to side when you're plowing snow, whatever side has the most weight. So it wasn't working out too well. Eventually I want to get some bigger plow markers. They actually have LED ones that I think would be pretty cool to have. We didn't fix any of the suspension issues yet, so before it does go on the road, we will address the front suspension, the shocks, the springs, the ball joint or the U-joint that's going out, or not U-joint, the well, why can I not think of it? The wheel bearing, sorry. Yeah, the wheel bearing's going on the driver's side. So I think it does look better without the big plow lights on the front of it. Like I said, we're gonna run some off-road pods on this. So I got 2 holes for options where the old plow lights were. So I got 1 hole here and 1 hole here. So I'm thinking about putting the plow lights down low, but I might have to put them up top just because how high the blade raises. But like I said, it's still better than the giant double eyes it had on it. Not a bad looking truck. I mean, definitely no show car, but now it'll do what we need it to do. The next major thing, or not major, but the next thing we gotta do is we gotta put gas in it. It's starting to die. We actually bought this thing about a year ago, used it to plow the snow all winter, and I put a quarter or a half tank in it when I bought it. I haven't put any fuel in it since, so it's needing some fuel. Like I said, eventually we'll deal with the body on it, the doors. This is actually the good side, but we got the back window rolled up so we won't have snow in our truck. This is the bad side of the truck where, you know, it's been run into shit, but all in all, we'll get there. Plan on getting this thing road ready for next summer. Just try to enjoy the truck for what it is. Like you said, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all you guys. And like I said, keep going on this truck, and we'll, you know, let you know what's going on. Greatly appreciate you guys. Have a great day.